Let's go on. Complete the notes below. Note completion in part 4. One word only. Just one word, right? No number and all that. The sleepy lizard. Look at them, the selection of topics. Sleepy lizard is a lizard, right? That is always sleepy. Okay? Anyways, and then they have given the biological name Tiliqua rugosa. So don't worry about that. Don't even read it. Have you ever seen a lizard in your house? Have you ever caught any lizard? No? Neither did I. Did you ever kill any lizard? Okay, I will not answer. I'm on camera. So, sleepy lizard is a type of lizard. Just imagine a lizard. Just imagine any lizard. Don't worry. We will make it the sleepy lizard. Description. First bullet point is they are common in Western and South Australia. So, audio will start and continue about it first. Now, there is a question in second bullet point. They are brown. What do they mean by they? Lizards. That's what you need to keep in mind. And I advise you not to read they. Read lizards are brown but recognizable by their blue dash. Yeah, blue eyes, blue tail, blue feet, blue nails, blue this and all that. Yeah, very famous song of Elton John, Blue Eyes. It can be eyes or anything. Now I play the audio and you just need to see, and by the way, for blue they use the word color and then they use the word blue and then they use that part of body of that sleepy lizard. Exactly. So let's start.
Last week we started looking at reptiles, including crocodiles and snakes. Today I'd like us to have a look at another reptile, the lizard, and in particular at some studies that have been done on a particular type of lizard whose Latin name is Tiliqua rugosa. This is commonly known as the sleepy lizard because it's quite slow in its movements and spends quite a lot of its time dozing under rocks or lying in the sun. I'll start with a general description. Sleepy lizards live in Western and South Australia, where they're quite common. Unlike European lizards, which are mostly small, green and fast-moving, sleepy lizards are brown, but what's particularly distinctive about them is the colour of their tongue, which is dark blue, in contrast with the lining of their mouth, which is bright pink.
Tongue, and then something is bright pink. Lining on the mouth is bright pink. So the color of tongue, which is blue. So you can write tongue or tongues, T-O-N-G-U-E or plural. Clear? Very nice. So you have to wait patiently for the answer. They started, then he said description, then he came to that, then he discussed first bullet point and all that. Now, next bullet point does not have any question. They are relatively large. So if he talks about size, just let him go on. Question number 32. Their diet means lizard's diet consists mainly of, now if it eats insects, mainly of insects, birds, any other thing, I mean whatever it eats. So diet consists mainly of, and for mainly in the audio they might use the word mostly. They mostly eat. Mainly and mostly, they are synonyms. So let's see what that is.
And they're much bigger than most European lizards. They have quite a varied diet, including insects and even small animals, but they mostly eat plants of varying kinds.
See that? Insects and animals, but they mostly eat plants of various kinds. So plants will be the answer. Question number 33. Their main predators, lizards' main predators means the other animals that eat the lizard, right? Main predators are large birds and dash. Answer is going to be an animal. Large birds and, for example, large birds and monkeys. Large birds and, yeah, whatever. Okay, so let's see. I play the audio. The answer may come before large birds or after large birds, or for large birds they can use vulture, eagle or any other large bird.
Even though they're quite large and powerful, with strong jaws that can crush beetles and snail shells, they still have quite a few predators. Large birds like cassowaries were one of the main ones in the past, but nowadays they're more likely to be caught and killed by snakes. Actually, Another threat to their survival.
Caught and killed by snakes. So predators, for predators he used the word caught and killed. Predators usually catch and kill. Caught and killed by snakes, plural. Is that clear? Okay. Question number 34, navigation study. Now the second is navigation study. One study found that lizards can use the dash to help them navigate. Now it can be any object, any natural object, or it can be any part of their body. For example, lizards can use the, but they've written the. If they would have written there, then it could be something related to the lizard. Now you will focus article the. The answer will come with the. So lizards can use, for example, lizards can use the clouds. Lizards can use the sky, the stars, the wind. For navigation, navigation means direction, where to go and all that. I play the audio.
One study carried out by Michael Freak at Flinders University investigated the methods of navigation of these lizards. Though they move slowly, they can travel quite long distances. And he found that even if they were taken some distance away from their home territory, they could usually find their way back home as long as they could see the sky. They didn't need any other landmarks on the ground.
As long as they can see the sky, so they can come back home, right? So answer is sky. Very good. Okay, next we've got observations in the wild. Question number 31. Observations show that these lizards keep the same dash for several years. Same nest, same house, same dwelling, same something. Okay, so observations show that these lizards keep the same dash for several years. For same, they might use the word do not change. Do not change also means same. Okay. So, and for several years, they may use years after years, right? Let's see.
Observations of these lizards in the wild have also revealed that their mating habits are quite unusual. Unlike most animals, it seems that they're relatively monogamous, returning to the same partner year after year.
Returning to the same partner. So, their life partner is same, okay? All right. So partner or partners, both are right. Okay, let's go on. Possible reasons, what people want. Now this is another heading, what people want, possible reasons. To improve the survival of their young means their babies, right, baby lizards. But little dash has been noted between parents and children. And for little, they might use the word hardly only. Right? So, but little dash has been noted. Now listen, to improve the survival of their young. You know what do the rabbits do? When they give birth to the babies, they don't go near them. Because they know if they go, they hide them somewhere, then they don't go near them because the other birds see that there are baby rabbits and they come and snatch. So this is their way of their survival, that they don't visit them quite often. Once or twice a day, just to give them the milk, they go, the mother rabbit, and then she comes back. So you need to understand, and I read that in IELTS reading passage. See, IELTS is full of information if you take it seriously. To improve the survival of their young, the little dash has been noted between parents and children. Parents mean mother lizard or parents lizard, and children mean the baby lizard. Let's see what little. And for little, hardly, only, and all that.
And the male and female also stay together for a long time, both before and after the birth of their young. It's quite interesting to think about the possible reasons for this. It could be that it's to do with protecting their young. You'd expect them to have a much better chance of survival if they have both parents around. But in fact, observers have noted that once the babies have hatched out of their eggs, they have hardly any contact with their parents. So there's not really any evidence to support that idea.
They have hardly any contact with their parents. So little contact has been noted between parents. For noted, they used observers, right? Contact, C-O-N-T-A-C-T. Let's go on. Question number 37. To provide, very simple. For provide, they use the word give. To give, to offer, or can give. To provide dash for female lizards. Right? Provide what to female lizards?
Another suggestion is based on the observation that male lizards in monogamous relationships tend to be bigger and stronger than other males. So maybe the male lizards stay around so they can give the female lizards protection from other males. But again, we're not really sure.
They can give the protection from other males, right? So answer is protection. Very good. Okay, last is tracking study. A study was carried out using GPS system attached to the dash of the lizard. Guess. कहाँ पे लगाया होगा? बॉडी में किधर लगाया होगा जीपीएस सिस्टम? टेल पे, belly पे, head पे, neck पे, anywhere, right? So let's see. So answer is going to be the part of body where they fit GPS system. Like, you know, they put GPS system to some pigeons also, just to see where do they fly. Then they put it to some migratory birds, how long they fly and all that. Okay, let's see.
Finally, I'd like to mention another study that involved collecting data by tracking the lizards. I was actually involved in this myself. So we caught some lizards in the wild and we developed a tiny GPS system that would allow us to track them, and we fixed this onto their tails.
We fixed this onto their tails. So T-A-L. That's what I wanted to check. T-A-I-L-E-S. T-A-L-E, tail is the story. You know tail? T-A-L-E, fairy tale, right? That is a story. And T-A-I-L, singular or plural, that will be the answer. Clear? Okay, let's go on. Question number 39. This provided information. This means that GPS and all that. This provided information on the lizard's location and even the number of dash taken. Number of means answer will be plural. Whenever they use number of, answer will be plural. Number one. Number two, for number of, they may use synonym how many. Number of and how many. So whatever they say after how many and the answer is plural word, that is going to be the answer here. Let's see.
Then we set the lizards free again, and we were able to track them for 12 days and gather data, not just about their location, but even about how many steps they took during this period.
How many steps they took during this period. So number of steps taken. How many steps they took during this period and number of steps taken. So the answer is steps, and it should be plural. If you write singular, wrong. Last question. It appeared that, there is one point, so they will speak about it in the audio. Last question. This may be in order to reduce chances of. Now, what is this? You have to read the previous point. Otherwise, you don't understand what is this. It appeared that the lizards were trying to avoid one another. Lizards were trying to avoid one another. This may be in order to. This means trying to avoid one another. Otherwise, you will not understand the question if you don't read the previous point. So, this may be in order to reduce chances of. Now, listen. For reduce chances, they may use the word. Have you ever heard the word hypothesis? Hypothesis is used for chances as well. They might use anything like that. Now, you got to see chances of something, right? Let's see.
One surprising thing we discovered from this is that there were far fewer meetings between lizards than we expected. It seems that they were actually trying to avoid one another. So why would that be? Well, again, we have no clear evidence, but one hypothesis is that male lizards can cause quite serious injuries to one another. So maybe this avoidance is a way of preventing this.
Male lizards can cause quite serious injuries to one another. So injuries, or even you can write injury, right? Why injury can also be right? Because there is no verb after that. So the right answer is injury or injuries. Okay? Now let's do another listening test. बस होगी